Hey guys, welcome back. Marco here from rootsguitar.com. Today, different lesson. We actually take it to the next level. I want you to try to play a solo, okay? And this is the first time I'm doing that, showing you a solo over a chord progression. Now, about this chord progression, I already show you how to play these chords. If you recognize the backing track, it's actually a lesson that I already have on my channel where I show you the chord progression in a key of a D minor. But today we're going to use this chord progression to create a solo, okay? So you can use the backing track to play along and practice these phrases that I'm going to show you. And then hopefully you can come up with your own solo over the same chord progression. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, guys, is just because I want you to experiment with different things. It is really cool to learn a lot of melodies and patterns and plucking patterns and everything, but you can also, especially with acoustic guitar, experiment with soloing, and it's just a beautiful way to improve your musicality, improve your technique. So overall, it's just a good thing to do. So let's get started. Now you can get the backing track as well as the tab on my Patreon page, okay? So if you want to have the extended backing track, you can play along with the backing track. It's an awesome lesson. I'm really excited. It's something new for me as well. So let's get started. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons, okay? Now let's have a close up. Let's get started. Alright guys, now chord progression is very simple. We are in the key of a D minor. We have D minor, B flat major, C major, and A minor. It's a very simple chord progression. And I already did a video where I show you how to play these chords. Now, today we're going to obviously learn this solo, and we're going to focus on just one position. So I'm playing the D minor scale here, position 5. Okay. Sometimes I might play like one note outside of this box, but it's mainly play here. So the D minor scale in that position, starting on the 3rd string, you're gonna have the fret number 5 and 7. On the 2nd string you have 5, 6, 7, okay? And on the 1st string you have 5, 6, 7, okay? If I play a D, which is my root note, okay, I have a D minor scale. And one thing about the right hand, guys, I'm always going to alternate. We're not really going to focus a lot on the way I'm plucking. We're going to focus much more on the notes I'm playing. So first thing, just familiarize yourself with the scale. It's very simple, okay? And once you're ready, let's learn the first phrase. All right, the first line is this one. Okay, so what am I playing here? I have the first line here is on the D minor, and then B flat major, and on the C, okay? So on the 1st string, I'm playing the fret number 5 and fret number 10, and back to the fret number 5, okay? So I'm literally playing just on a D minor arpeggio, okay? And then on the 2nd string, I'm playing the fret number 8 and 6, okay? So these are the first 4 notes, and I start with the D minor, but when I play the fret 10, I'm actually playing a B flat major chord, okay? So fret 5, and then the 1st string, fret number 5. And the 2nd string, fret number 8. Okay, this is the first phrase. This is the part of the first phrase. Okay. And then I will have. Okay. Now that's a little bit more challenging because I have more notes. Okay, so what I have. Starting on the 2nd string, I have fret number 6 and 8, and on the 1st string I have fret number 5, 6, 5. Okay, back on the 2nd string, fret number 8, 6, and I finish with the first string, fret number 5. Okay, so, and as you can see, guys, I'm just in one position. I'm just using like 2 strings. Okay, so it's a beautiful phrase, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna play the phrase again. The second time we'll start exactly the same way. So we're only gonna change the last part. So you will have first string fret number 5, 10, 5, second string fret number 8, 6, first string fret number 5, and the second string fret number 8. So same thing, but we're gonna then play, okay, just a simple idea in thirds. Okay, so I have second string fret 6 and the first string fret 5. Then I have second string fret 8, first string fret 6, and second string fret 10, first string fret 8, and back to the first position, 6 and 5. So I have, okay, so okay, so that's the first line. Make sure that you listen to the example with the backing track, and then you can move on to the second line. Let's check it out. Now this line, guys, it's a little bit more difficult because we playing much more on the chords. We have this beautiful idea in sixth as well. So how does it work? When you play the first chord, the D minor, we're actually not going to start on the D minor, we will be starting on the B flat. Okay, so if you listen to the example, you will see that on the first chord I'm actually not playing, and when we have the B flat, the second chord kicks in, I will have this line. Okay, now that's a beautiful like D minor add 9 chord. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fourth string, fret number 7, and the third string fret number 7, okay, then the second string fret number 5, 6, and 8, okay, so and this sounds beautiful over a D minor chord. Then I have the first string fret number 5 and 6, and I finish on the second string fret number 5. Okay, so it's a really nice phrase because I'm not really playing just the scale, I'm actually playing part of a chord. Okay, now after that we're gonna have this beautiful phrase in sixth, and it sounds super melodic. So how does it work? You have the first two notes are on the third and first string. So you have third string fret number 7, first string fret number 6. You pluck them simultaneously, and here I'm using thumb and middle, or thumb and index, and you pluck always with the same fingering. So pluck that together. Then I have third string fret 5, first string fret 5. Okay, and then I change set of string, and I'm going on fourth and second. And I have fourth string fret number 8, second string fret number 8, and fret 7 and fret 6, fret 5 and fret 5, and back to the fret 7, fret 6. Okay, so the whole phrase okay, so you will have and again, okay, so you repeat that twice, It's a beautiful phrase, and the sixth really add a lot of color to this line. Okay. Beautiful phrase. Now, let's check the third one. Now, this phrase is a little bit more melodic, okay? Okay, so that's a kind of different approach. Here I'm using much more of a scale and a pattern, okay? So how does it work? I'm gonna have always the same pattern. So I'm gonna start with the third string fret number 7, and I have 7, 5, 7. That's the first pattern, okay? Then I have the second pattern. I will have the third string fret 7, second string fret 5, and fret number 6, 5, 6. Okay, so okay. Now from here, I'm gonna have the third pattern, which is on the second string fret number 6, 8, and 5. Third string fret 7, and second string fret 5. Okay, so far I have. Okay, and then the last one, I have the second string fret 5, 8, and on the first string fret number 5, second string fret 8, and fret 5 on the first string. Okay, so and C. Okay, and I'm playing the bass note as well, but you don't have to. So just for you to hear the phrase. And then after that, I just have 3 notes. Okay, that will lead me into the beginning of the phrase again. So I have the second string, fret number 8, 6, and 5. Okay, these are the last 3 notes. So, and then from here, you want to start again. You have exactly the same phrase. But we finish on the first string fret 5, okay? Just to complete the idea and make it sound conclusive. So it's a beautiful phrase, more melodic. Okay, so beautiful. Take it step by step though, okay? And let's check the last example. Now the last example is we'll have a symmetrical pattern, okay? And it sounds like that. And again. Now, as you can see here, I'm using different notes from the scale, okay? So I'm not just playing on the top 3 strings, I'm actually playing starting on the 5th string. And so what I'm playing here, I'm having this pattern, 2 notes pattern, sorry. Okay? Before then we move on to an arpeggio and the rest of the phrase. So I'm going to start on the 5th string fret number 5, and I have 5, 8, okay? Then I have 7 and the 4th string fret 5. Then I have the 5th string fret number 8, and the fourth string fret number 7. Okay, so then on the fourth string I'm gonna have fret number 7, 8. Okay, and this is when I'm going to change the pattern. So now from here we're gonna play a B flat major arpeggio. So I'm gonna have the fourth string fret number 7, 8, third string fret 7, second string fret 6, and the first string fret number 5. Okay, so that's a B flat major arpeggio. So I start with the pattern, arpeggio, and then I keep going with the phrase. First string fret number 6, 5, second string fret number 6, and 8. Okay, so and the last two notes, second string fret 6, 5, and you start again. So 4 phrases, guys. Let me know what do you think, if you like it, if you like this type of lessons, so that we can do some more. Okay. Now I'm gonna see you on the next video, and speak soon.